Hello and welcome to Nerdy Auctions. Here we are with a whole bunch of cards. I'm doing them all in one video. If you're here from eBay, you're only here for one card, just one card, just one card. But we're going to go through them all in this video right off the bat, and then we'll talk about some of the cards. Alright, here we go. In no particular order, we have Council's Judgment here on Nerdy Auctions. It is very fun. We actually opened it on the channel of Open Boosters, as you all may know or may not know if you don't watch the channel. Alright, there's the front of the card. There's the back of the card. And like I said, we'll talk about it later. There's Jace the Mind Sculptor. I thought about keeping him, but we're going to go ahead and auction him off in hopes that we can open up a different one. Craziness. There he is, the Jace, the mintiness. Cracked on Open Boosters. Alright. Or was it Nerdy Auctions? Because I actually did this in half cases and that kind of stuff. And these are all from those two cases. But I got these. Got to get these up. This is Toxic Deluge. Such a great artwork on it. Ta-da! We have our Cyclonic Rift. There you go. Front and back appeal. Images will be on your eBay page. I'll take individual images of them. So hopefully you've seen that, and hopefully you are seeing other ones that you may want. Exploration, craziness. Fatal Push. There it is. I love Fatal Push. So good, so fun. And there's the back of it. Then we have Urza's Tower. So nice. The back of it. Craziness. Then the first of the Mana Crypts. We opened two, but you're only going to get one here. Just one. Mana Crypt up for grabs. Who wants it? I love that artwork right there. Such detail. There's the back. We've got our Blightsteel Colossus. So nice. In the back. The craziness. The crown goes wild for Sword of War and Peace. Dun, dun, dun. And that is fantastic artwork too. Oh my gosh. So nice, so sweet. And the back. All up for auction. We got crop rotation. It's always better to rotate your crops, everyone. Just so you know. And there's the back. Just in case you need a guide, here's our Goblin. He knows exactly where he's going because he's getting it through telekinesis or something. I don't know. It's one of those where you can read people's thoughts. I don't really remember what it is. But we have a Sword of Body and Mind. There you go. So nice and foiled out. Seems like I would know that word. I don't know if it's telekinesis. Anyways, okay, we got our Worm Coil Engine. That's going to bug me for the rest of this video. I'm going to have to go look that up. We got the Worm Coil Engine here, and there's his back. Ta-da! Sneak Attack. That way you can throw them out there. Expedition Map. The Hats of Goblins. We got a Blood Moon. Lots of cards. Since we're doing one video, I tried it out with some. Now we're going to try it with a large amount of cards and see what happens. We got our Angel of Hope. Not despair, hope. Urza's Power Plant. We don't have an Urza's Mind. Arrgh! How could that happen? We didn't open one. That's all that doesn't happen. There we go. Then we have Karn. Yes, Karn, he's here. He wants to make the thing, but he can't because he doesn't have it. Get them all. Another Thoughtseize. There we go. Another meddling age. Up for grabs. Got a Chrome Mox here. So good. Chrome Mox. Stoneforge Mystic. Now these are all up for grabs. You only get one. Pick and choose wisely. Lightning Greaves for your Stoneforge Mystic. Academy Ruins. But you've seen them all. You've seen them all. So that's good. Mox Opal. I like that one. So I like how that middle part pops. It's really nice. Banner Skull. Alright, this is quite a few. Hopefully I can handle all this. Alright, and now comes for the talkie-talkie, but I'm going to pause a little bitty. Alright, here we go. Let's talk about the cards. Now we have Lightning Greaves here. I mean, he gives haste and shroud to any creature that he gets on. He only costs 2 to put on the board. Very fast, very effective. Equip is 0. That's the best thing about him. Alright, we got our Council's Judgment. Council's Judgment, well, I mean, it's basically a quick removal, or in a big giant game, it's actually kind of fun. Because if you're playing with multiple people, then you don't get to choose your stuff, but it's, you know, no one can choose your stuff, but they're going to remove something, and it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. I think that's just a fun card, actually. That's just my opinion, you know. All right, we have our Mox Opal. There it is. Mox Opal. We all know what it does. If you get the artifacts, you're good to go. And he can give you 1 mana of any color. Mox Opal. We have our Chrome Mox. He's fantastic. You throw out a card like Meddling Mage there. That's convenient. And then you can have a white or blue Mox on the board. So that's cool. Alright. However, Meddling Mage, he's awesome because he can actually remove. We talked about it last time in the previous videos of auctions. You can actually remove one of the person's cards from being able to be cast. You use this to protect the card itself, and then you have a card that's kind of blocked, because it's shrouded, so you can't get targeted. Okay, and then you want to be able to use the Meddling Mage with a Thoughtseize, so you can see what's in their hand, so you know what to do, because then you can name the card that's in their hand, because you can't see it with this. You can just name a card. Alright, but Thoughtseize does that and gets rid of cards in their hand, so that's good. Alright, then we have Karn here. We all know what Karn does. Exile. Target player exiles a card from their hand, which is a +4. Oh my goodness, the +4 of it all. And then we can exile a target permanent, which is fantastic because he has already got 6. Restarting the game, leaving in exile all non-permanent egg cards exiled with Karn Liberated, then put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. Priceless. But, that's Karn Liberated for you. So then we have our Urza's Power Plant. I really don't know how these hook up together, but we don't have all the pieces. But I think I have one other piece, so we'll just keep it there for now. Then we have our Angel of Hope. I mean, she makes everything indestructible. You can't get better than that. I mean, come on. And she's indestructible herself, so. And then we have Blood Moon. Let's get rid of all those non-pesky basic lands. Sorry, Power Plant. You're going to be a mountain. Then we have our Expedition Map. You can sacrifice and go get a land. Alright? No problem. Put it in your hand. And then Sneak Attack here. He's the Timier. He can bring out Timmy cards like the Worm Coil Engine that's right behind it. Yay! Put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Gains haste, and then you have to sacrifice at the beginning of your next upkeep. Well, when he dies, you get more stuff. So, yay, Worm Coil. A thumbs up. 2 thumbs up there. Then you got to figure out how to get him back onto the battlefield. Right? Well, we have a Sword of Body of Mine here. He can't get it back on the battlefield, but there you go. He's really cool. He has protection from green and blue. I mean, that's just fantastic. And it gives it the +2/+2. And when it deals damage, you create a 2/2 wolf. I mean, come on. And he mills 10 cards. Wait. Yeah. Pretty intense. We got our Goblin Gun here. He'll help you out. Whenever the Goblin attacks defending player, reveals the top of their library. If it's a land card, that player puts it into their hand. Crop rotation. Sacrifice is just cost you sacrifice a land. Search your library for a basic land and put that card onto the battlefield. There you go. You can get your basic lands out of your deck onto the board. So fun. And then we have our Sword of War and Peace. We got the +2, we got the protection of red and white. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, Sword of War and Peace deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in their hand, and you gain 1 life for each card in yours. So, I mean, that's a win-win. We have our Blightsteel Colossus. It's freaking fantastic as well. If he's put into the graveyard from anywhere, then he goes back into your library, so that's good. And then Mana Crypt. We all know what Mana Crypt does. We gotta flip those coins. And then we have our Urza's Tower. So good. So pretty. Works with Karn. Is this one that attaches to Karn? I lost my Karn. I lost Karn. Has anyone seen Karn? Karn, where are you? Yep, I lost him. Put him aside. I did not put him aside. Nuts. I've lost him. Oh, here he is. Maybe and no. Well, maybe. Yeah, that connects. Alright, so that must be that piece. Alright, cool. There we go. Then we got a Fatal Push. Yay, Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Exploration. Put your additional land in play. Cyclonic Rift. Return non-land permanent you don't control to owner's hand. So, boop, there it goes. And then we have our Toxic Deluge, just to get rid of stuff. Pay that life, get rid of it. Get rid of that creature. Then we have our Stoneforge Mischief, enters the battlefield, and you may search your library for equipment cards, such as Lightning Greaves or any of the swords that you have. And then you can whiten one and put that equipment. If you put the Shroud on here, though, and it gives it haste, then you can actually go ahead and use it immediately, and then put another equipment card onto the battlefield. So that's pretty good. Then you can actually send it back to your hand with Jace. So that's ironic. Return the creature to your owner's hand. And then you can do it again. It's so fun with friends. And then, let's see, well, we all know what Jace does. I mean, he's pretty awesome. I mean, if you don't know what Jace does, there's everything he does. And then we also can blue in one, put a target artifact from your graveyard on top of your library, so now you can draw it with Jace. Right? Because you put it back on the top of the library, draw those cards, put it up. Alright, you can also put your battering ram back on the battlefield with Stoneforge Mystic as well. And that's pretty much all of them. So there you go. We've talked about it for a few minutes, and then all of these are going up. Craziness. The crowd will go wild. Some of these I haven't even played with yet, which is ironic, right? Because, I mean, yeah, a lot of these I have not played with. Especially the swords. I haven't really played with the swords that much. I have not played with the Sword of Body and Mind. And I have played with the Worm Coil, but that was somebody else's deck I was just borrowing and playing with it. But I never got to like blow it up. I won the game because he had his own little unique win condition that had nothing to do with that card. But anyways, and I've never played with Council's Judgment. But so it just looks like a removal to me. Starting with you, each player votes for a non-land permanent you don't control. Exile each permanent with the most or tied votes. So if you're just playing this with a 2-2 game, you just, you know, I would just assume you'd pick one of yours and then pick one of theirs, and then, you know. It seems like a lot of fun if you had a whole bunch of people in there, and that everybody would probably pick the one who has the most life and that kind of stuff. But other than that, you know, it's kind of, they're going to choose whatever you choose because, well, they don't have a choice. Because it's going to go away anyways because it's going to be a tied vote. So, I don't know about playing it in a real game, like a tournament or anything like that, but in a team play or whatever, you know, that might be fun. Alright, cool. So hit the like button, subscribe, make a comment, and here on Nerdy Auctions, it is all about the money, and these are all going up. Now, I might not get all of them up in one day, but eventually they will all be pointing back to this video. Alright, so I will talk to you again real soon. Alright, hopefully you win, and I'll catch you on the next one.